The world has been looking for her for months. It feels like a search that's been going on since the beginning of time, much like the search for the Holy Grail in many ways. The world has been searching for the "that MFer is not real" girl. And after months and months of searching, she has now been revealed. Now, I covered this ironically. To me, it's a woman that was having some sort of mental episode, that had been consuming booze or something like that. But in jest, it's funny, and it seems like there are more. Now, maybe sometimes it's you're a prisoner of the moment, and things that are getting covered more, it seems like it's happening more. But if it's me, it sure feels like we're having all these crazy plane freakouts lately. Now, some of it has to do with air travel being at an all-time worst, with flight delays and all sorts of things of that nature. But we've finally discovered the woman lovingly known by the TMFNIR lady. And it turns out she's in fact not a lizard detector, although we don't know for sure. Now, I will say this, all week I'm reminding people we've got 2 massive sales going on at coffeebrandcoffee.com. I know you're sick of it, but nearly 50% off. We already sold out of our flavored bundles of ground. We have now a bestseller bundle I replaced it with. These are all while supplies last. I've got the 5-pound option bags for our top sellers. If you really like strawberries and cream and blackberry and cream, this is a massive discount. And these are only while supplies last. We've got our candy and nut bundle on sale. People are picking that up. Also, I put our premium monthly Roaster's Choice on sale. This you'll need a promo code for. Roasters 40 will get you 40% off our monthly tour around the world via coffee. It has 200 reviews with an average review score of 4.9 out of 5. Every month is a different ultra small batch from all around the world. It varies between light and dark roast. There's only a few spots open for this, but if you want to try it out, it's Roasters 40 promo code. Link will be in the description for both, all while supplies last. American Airlines passenger behind the quote "not real" viral tirade that delayed passengers for hours identified as a marketing executive. The outburst came out of thin air pods. The woman behind the epic airplane meltdown, where she proclaimed that MFer back there is not real to bemused fellow passengers, is a Texas marketing executive who told cops the rant was sparked by an argument over Apple AirPods. Tiffany Gomez, a Dallas resident, was kicked off the plane following her bizarre outburst, which led to hours of delays for other passengers, documents reviewed by the Post now show. Despite claiming, "I'm getting the F off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the F off" in the viral video of her storming up and down the plane aisle, the 38-year-old was not willing to actually leave the flight and had to be removed by staff, according to police documents. Before heading toward the front of the plane, Gomez added in her address to passengers, "You can sit on this plane and effing pass away with them or not. I'm not going to." The argument had started when Gomez fell out with relatives, saying she was traveling with, accusing them of stealing her AirPods. The female then started claiming the aircraft was not safe and that didn't want the aircraft to leave due to believing she wouldn't make it to her destination. Due to statements, the flight attendants felt the aircraft needed to be rescreened. Oh my God, if I was on this plane, I would go ballistic. That means that everyone on the plane has to get off, go through security again, if I remember correctly, and then get back on. The airline manager explained that the passenger was denied boarding and they wanted her escorted out of the secure side to the public side of the airport. All the passengers on Flight 1009 from Fort Worth to Orlando were made to deplane so they could be screened through security again as a precaution of the nature of Gomez's complaints. That's wild to me. To be honest with you, she made no like claims of anybody individually on the plane. So I would have been absolutely incensed if they made me go through security again after sitting already for hours on the plane. Think of all the people on that plane that missed their connecting flights, that didn't get home on time, that didn't get home to the next day. TSA personnel arrived on the scene to conduct a full rescreening of the aircraft. The paperwork revealed. By the time the officers arrived at the gate, Gomez was distraught and trying to get back on the plane. When Dallas-Fort Worth Department of Public Safety cops tried to speak to her, she refused. The airline manager, gave Gomez a verbal criminal trespass notice, explaining that she was denied boarding and needed to depart the secure area. The rejected passenger was eventually escorted to the non-secure area of the airport, but that didn't stop her from attempting to come back through TSA screening and into the boarding area multiple times. Police eventually tracked Gomez down to the terminal curb where she was sitting waiting for an Uber. I don't even know what you would do in that case. I'm sure there were lots of local men willing to give her safety. She was given a ticket for criminal trespass which she refused to sign. Gomez did not show police her ID, the complaint states. She was never formally arrested or even taken into custody. Through a representative, Gomez declined to give comment on the incident to the Post. I'm sure if this was a man, he would have been arrested. Almost certainly. Like, there's literally no doubt in my mind that if this was a man or anybody else but a pretty girl, that would be a thing. Like, they'd be locked up for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Although her reputation has taken a hit, at least legally, Gomez is likely in the clear. The viral video is the stunning part of it, but I doubt you're going to make some big prosecution over it. Austin attorney Adam Laurie told the Post. Public record shows she lives in a $2 million home in the city's coveted Lakewood neighborhood. She's a marketing executive who served as a vice president of Elevate Brand Marketing, where she was named a rising star in 2017 by a trade publication. She's built a sales portfolio and track record that rivals account managers with decades in the business. So they're just taking quotes from her LinkedIn. I mean, like, I'm going to go ahead and assume she's going to be opening an OnlyFans soon. I'm guessing. What a complete, in a lot of ways, a letdown. Or is that what the reptilians want you to think? Is that perhaps what the reptilians want you to think? I would absolutely go berserk if this broad or anybody was having some kind of a meltdown caused any kind of delay on my flight. Like, I would be out of my seat pushing them out of the door myself. That's just a fact. What's wild is, she's a graduate of Oklahoma State University, lives in a $2 million home. She's a founder of a marketing firm, Uppercut Marketing. Of course, they reached out. Nobody wants to reply. The incident sparked massive online interest as Americans wondered what Gomez was referring to during her meltdown. As you can see in the plane, comedian Carrot Top claimed he was on the plane when the viral incident happened. This nutjob just lost her mind in front of the whole plane. Carrot Top has previously shared the incident on social media, writing, "I hope she's happy. We're all stuck in Dallas now because of her." That's the thing. Is there like no recourse if you're somebody who had your flight delayed and your stuff, you missed your, let's say your flight delayed, you missed your connecting flight. How do you not have like some kind of recourse? Like, I don't know. It's wild to me. I mean, I just had a feeling, obviously. I mean, that's what they want you to think. I think that's probably the most interesting part about it. Of course, there is a whole conspiracies subgenre on Rumble you can check out, of course, too. It's wild to me that this is just some woman having a meltdown, and it sparked kind of this wild. I suspect we're going to see an interview. If she's smart, she'll just keep her head down for the next couple of days, and everyone will move on. I 100% understand. I would not, if I was her friend, I definitely would not advise her to do any kind of news interviews or anything like that, unless it's to start her OnlyFans, in which she would probably make millions of dollars immediately and then never again. But she could cash that out. She could probably do that. People would pay a lot of money for it. She's a good looking lady, that's for sure. But what's wild to me is like the airline travel right now in America is probably the most frustrating it's ever been. So this kind of stuff is wild, but such is many stories. That is the sad end to TMFINR lady, I think. And if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you did, make sure you subscribe down below. Links to all the coffee sales will be in the description as well. What a day.